Check out some of the replays here from the day before we sign off. And there it was, that first game. It was Legion taking on 187 Crew. Both of those teams were 0-2 heading into that game, and in an upset, 187 Crew taking down Moscow Red Legion.
Yeah, there's a nice move on the inside right there. 187 Max trailer. Michael Kovar, Moscow Red Legion, coming across, getting some shots across the field, blowing Max trailer apart.
And he came in his own today. Michael definitely played much better than he did yesterday.
Yeah, well, you know, Kovar's just still a little inconsistent, but I'll tell you what, he definitely did step up in some clutch situations. He got a lot of kills for him. They were running him in during a lot of reps, and yeah, Kovar definitely was making some moves out there. And here's Kovar making a big move in the center. Almost ran into each other. He's taking out Greg Lazat, who's back on 187 Crew. I really like that he's back in the mix. I hope he stays with the team for 2014.
0-4, though. 0-4, Moscow Red Legion.
Give him a run by spray painting right there. Here's Ryan Greenspan trying to run down the wire, getting juked by Eddie Painter on the inside with his chin strap on. Here comes Ryan Greenspan. There's Eddie Painter coming up on the inside, surprising Ryan Greenspan, shoot him in the chest. This is Alex Rodriguez up in the center for the Los Angeles Ironmen, just cutting down players trying to fill out to the snake side left and right. There he is getting Wheeler.
And here's bounce off the bunker, right? Is it or no?
No, that was Edwards.
Oh, okay.
And then here comes the next body. That was Lucas Shoot. Thank you very much. Stat stuff on you. And then here's Alex Goldman booking down the inside.
How well did Alex Goldman play so
Amazing.
far at this event? Yeah,
him and Marcelo both played well.
Playing, yeah, and Marcelo looking like we'll have to see tomorrow, but
is that major?
There's a really good chance that Marcelo could be the 2013 Top Gun Award winner.
And there was Fedorov and Monville. Here's Luis Munoz coming down the inside, making a move from Hot Vicious wearing the pink jerseys. There's New Jersey Jesters leaving super early.
And actually, a little inside information about the Jesters. I guess the Hussein brothers quit the team mid-tournament.
Yeah, wow. Last night. Thomas Taylor right there.
So a little
with a hop, skip, and a jump. Coming on the inside, and Tommy Tucker getting blasted, but Thomas Taylor going to finish him off anyway. As Excessive just pounded Seattle Thunder. Here's Todd Morrow running down the field.
Getting a penalty he got a penalty for this one. 2 shots in the chest. That was a major.
Ooh, I'd like to see that one again. And here comes on the breakout. That is Carl Markowski just riding that line on the side there.
That was awesome.
With the barrel roll. Just hugging that sideline. Tiptoe, tippy toes, 2 feet down. One full side. One side is 2 feet. And here comes Edmonton Impact going, cleaning out. That was Justin Cornell. There's Justin Rabikoff on your screen. There's Dave Baines with that big move he made through the middle.
Yeah, he had I think he shot
out
4
Damian
guys
Ryan.
in that one particular point. Dave Baines doing it for the big guys. Dave Baines, such a solid paintball veteran. Big pickup for Impact this year. Let's look at it from another angle. Here comes Dave Baines, drops the hammer in the center. Lucky they didn't get a penalty right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damian made sure to pull up his gun real quick before he shot. Dave Baines coming to finish off Nicky Cuba. Here's that shot you were talking about, Chris. Says hello, and then turns and just shoots A.J. Lawhead right off the pin, right into his forehead. A.J. Law said,
that was awesome.
It's like, for real?
That's
that really
fantastic.
Just
I was so excited about that one.
And here's the unsportsmanlike conduct right there. Oh, gave him a couple in the side. That's what he got the misconduct for.
I think he was shooting on the wire, which is kind of a hard call because I think he was shooting at the back corner guy in that shot.
Well,
and he stood into it.
There wasn't a back corner guy left.
Yeah,
there was.
Yeah, there was.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I guess there was.
And, then
that's the one where Damian Ryan got shot in the head.
That's kind of a, I don't know about that penalty right there.
Yeah.
It came down to shoot down the wire. McKenna happened to be there.
Whoops.
Meh.
Yeah. And then here's that crafty one-on-one between.
Which Damian, I think, he got a gift because a ball hit him on the top of the head. We saw it in slow-mo, but the paintball has to leave enough paint on you in order for the referee to make the call, and there wasn't any paint there. So.
Yep. No, he's
Looking
right.
for him, he's got that slick forehead. And so, nice little replay sesh here on Saturday's competition. This is Brian Smith
God, what a good
Making that nice
He's
shot
a great
down
shot,
the wire.
man.
Yeah, that's
Such
the
a
thing
good
about him.
shot.
He's so cool.
Yeah, so too bad for Tampa Bay Damage. Even though they got Smith back and he played well for him. Damage played great today, winning that game 7-3 in the last match of the prelims against Tampa Bay Damage. I'm sorry, Edmonton Impact. Man, still, well, let's look at tomorrow's schedule here for the Champions Field, as Upton 187 crew is going to be playing against Chicago Aftershock, and then Los Angeles Infamous against Moscow Red Legion. Those are the relegation games. So there's a lot at stake in those matches because the losers of those games are going to be getting dropped down to the Challengers Division. Then we'll have the Challengers semifinal. But we are not sure who's playing those because those games are actually still going on the Challengers field. Looks like Lauren is going to have an update, then Houston Heat and X Factor, and then Edmonton Impact, LA Ironman. Let's check in with Lauren on the sidelines, see who's going to be playing in this Challengers semifinal.
Thanks, guys. A lot went on here on the Champions Field, but so much went on the Challengers Field, close games and tons of penalties. It started off with Vicious and Jesters right here. Vicious won because Jesters were pretty unorganized. Jesters started off, they got a penalty before the game even started for pushing the timeout button, and then they started the second point with 4 bodies down because they thought they had another penalty, but in fact they didn't. So Vicious ended up winning 7-1. Next up was Thunder versus Excessive. They were also here on the Champions Field. Excessive won 7-0. Up next on the Challengers Field was Storm versus DMG. There were penalties all over this match. Storm got 4 majors, 1 minor, and Derek Knight got a gross penalty. DMG got 2 majors, 1 minor, and Ryan Tucker also got a gross penalty. They were tied 6-6, and DMG ended up winning 7-6. It was their first win of the weekend. Up next was CEP versus Royalty. They were tied 4-4, and Royalty conceded the point with 23 seconds left. They tried to get a point to tie it up in the last 23 seconds, but weren't able to, so CEP won that point. Up next on the Challengers Field was Top Gun versus DMG. This was another penalty-ridden match, guys. DMG still had 4 minutes on that gross penalty, and they got 1 major and 2 minors during that match. Top Gun got 1 major and 4 minors, but they were able to pull out the win, winning against DMG. It was 7-6. Royalty versus Storm were next to battle it up. Storm won 7-5. This was the first match Royalty had lost all weekend. Top Gun versus CEP was next. Top Gun won 5-3. Up right now, the game is still going on. It's Excessive versus Jesters. Last time I checked, Excessive was up 5-1. There was still 14 minutes on the clock, but it looks like they're going to win. Again, it was a great day both on the Challengers and Champions Field, and we can't wait for tomorrow. I'll be here on the sidelines.
Solid update there. Thank you very much, Lauren. So, yeah, craziness ensuing. Looks like a penalty-ridden day down there in the Challengers lineup. So, Todd, what does that make you feel like?
It makes me feel happy, because hopefully, we're going to have to play, it's Vicious, we're going to have to play somebody from that other bracket. And if they just want to get penalties all day, then let us play up 5-on-4. That'd be awesome. It always makes it easy for us. But, Royalty seemed like they were playing pretty well. It's going to be cool to see who comes out of that bracket. I thought, that bracket was a pretty tough bracket. And all those teams were actually playing pretty well. I thought CP was playing pretty well. Storm and Top Gun, and then, obviously Royalty. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up playing against Royalty. I'm just not sure who that other team coming out of that bracket is. But Excessive, as long as they beat Jesters, looks like they're up 6-2 right now with 10 minutes left to go in that game. Excessive should beat Jesters fairly soon, which will put Excessive as the #1 seed in our bracket of the Challengers division, and we will go in second. So Vicious will play the top seed, Excessive will play that second seed.
Well, that's going to do it here for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in at the 2013 PSP World Cup. 400 teams from around the world. But tomorrow is when we are going to find out who are going to be crowned earn World Cup champions all across the divisions. Can't wait to see those matchups. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoy. On behalf of all of our broadcast crew, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning bright and early.